We're preparing for the Planetary Energy Upgrade Conference. So stay tuned to have access to this conference in full. I'm just adjusting the sound of my music now. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for joining together with us. This is a magical evening that we're having together. So for this planetary energy upgrade, that includes a conference and a meditation, you're invited to join together in our hearts. So everybody, on this background of beautiful music, we join in our hearts for this planetary energy upgrade. This is the first step of the evening. More and more people are joining. Thank you everyone for being here. I'm going to make a few adjustments before we begin this conference in full. And in the meantime, I'm grateful for your patience and for your heart centering, which are both really, really necessary in this gathering. We are not only having a festival online with people that are nourished by light, chi, or prana, and this is the last evening of it, but we're also having very special guests tonight. So after I finish this conference, we're gonna have at 9 p.m. Bucharest time, in 1 hour and a half, the conference of Victor Truviano. And then we have the conference of all the speakers together. So all of us will join together for this planetary energy upgrade. Probably not all the speakers are able to participate because, of course, some of them are on a total different time zone, and it's late at night for some of them, like Jasmine and Mantak-Chia. It's hard for them to participate, but they'll join us in spirit because everybody is informed that we're having this gathering. So before we begin, make sure you're all muted. Let me know how you are feeling. This has been a beautiful journey that we had together, and we're still, for this last 3 hours, 4 hours of the evening, we're still bringing in new beautiful energies. So I hope everybody is relaxed, comfortable. I'm going to be with you for about 1 hour and a half, 1 hour and 20 minutes or so. Make sure that you are undisturbed in this time that we spend together, that we gain together. We never spend time, we gain time. Make sure you let your friends or family know that you're having a beautiful moment for yourselves, and that this moment includes, some private time where you don't want to be disturbed. It's going to be a deep meditation later on, so make sure that you have some headphones or earphones and something to insulate the noises around you so that you can be fully focused in our conference, in our meditation. I'm still taking some time for everybody to join. I'm seeing people joining in from all over the world. If you're on Zoom or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, please write in your comments the countries that you're joining from. Where are you joining from? What's your country? And maybe your name if you're on video page and we don't know your name. So that we tune into you and bring you into this zone this sacred space that we built together. So let's see who's here. And if you have questions for tonight, make sure that you ask those questions in the comments. So make sure that you bring in your questions so that we can answer them during this conference. If you have any questions about pranic nourishment, about breatharianism, about higher states of consciousness, because tonight I'm not going to tell you how not to eat. This is not my topic. My topic is how to upgrade to your highest level and be connected to your divine self. This is what we've always spoken about. If you've been in my classes before, or the festivals or other conferences that you might have watched, then you know that for me, it's really just a stepping stone to lighten up your diet and to reach, the pranic level. It's just a stepping stone in a pranic journey. And the point is, what are we stepping onto? What are we moving towards? What's our direction, right? That's the main question, because if this is a stepping stone, what are we moving towards? And maybe each one of you tell me, what do you step towards? What do you move to? What's your direction? What do you aim? Why are you here? Why did you join this festival? And what are you hoping to attain from this festival, right? And from this journey, your spiritual journey. What are you here for? And when I'm saying here, not necessarily just in the festival, but maybe here on the planet, maybe here in your personal journey, why do you think you're here? I know that's a big question, and still some are trying to answer to it, and some are just discovering it, and some are just, on the first stepping stone of their journey. But let's start with that. That's my main interest now, to hear from you. Why are you here, and what are you hoping from this festival? So the ones on Zoom, the ones on Facebook, the ones on Instagram, the ones on the video page, everybody. Somebody's asking for a Zoom link. Yes, right away. I'm gonna offer you the link to our page. We can't actually give the Zoom link to everyone on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, because this is also a private gathering, but we can give you a link where you can subscribe to the Pranic Festival, and just like that, you get free access to the live streaming of it, right? Because that's how we work with the other participants. Thank you for your understanding. Here you find, in this comment, you find a link to the Pranic Festival, and there you can get access to our video page, to our private video page, where you can make questions and comments, but it's pretty much the same as on YouTube. Tonight, the people who are already subscribed are the people who have Zoom access. So that's why we want to keep it fair to all the people who took the effort to be with us, or the pleasure to be with us all the way through the festival. It's just fair to them. So everybody on Zoom, on YouTube and Facebook, you have the link to the festival. You have it in the comments, and the ones who are on Instagram, you have it in the bio. Go to the link in bio, check the Pranic Festival online, subscribe there. You get access instantly to our video page. That's how we're going to do it. I'm here to be more aligned with myself and with the universe and have an experience of the pranic state. Thank you, Janus, for this. And somebody else is saying, in the Zoom, I'm checking the Zoom comments now. So many places that people are coming. Love and blessings for Tokyo today. I'm usually based in London. Somebody is joining from Peru, Sacred Valley, sending much love, much love, much love to that area. I love Peru. Love to all. I just did 22.5-day dry reset perfect with the festival. Really grateful to know this. Yeah, so let me know before everybody joins in and we move into the topic of tonight. Let me know where you're at on your journey and what do you expect from this evening when you hear the term planetary energy upgrade and pranic nourishment. What is this mean to you? What does it mean to you, and what do you want to learn about it? Somebody is yes, we're gonna read about your journeys a bit later. Now we're just focusing on why are you here tonight. So somebody's asking that maybe he can connect to their 6-dimensional guides. Well, that would be interesting. Let's see who's popping in tonight for our meditation. However, as we begin, we imagine that we're all in a column of light from the center of the universe to the center of the earth, and that all of us are connected and aligned in this column of light. And we ask that only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. Only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. Only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. This is the intention that I always set for all the gatherings that I bring, because we want to connect to the best crowd in the etheric realm and also in the physical realm. So I always, always, always take care that I make this intention, this filter for our gatherings. So those of you who want to connect with your guides, yes, this will surely happen. And we state that only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. Somebody is saying, I'm joining to connect with the energy and support the lifestyle and journey. Thank you so much. Well, that's what we bring tonight and in all our meetings for the planet, because this higher energy is setting the intention for the next step in the planetary alignment. That's why we call it planetary energy upgrade. Please remember that imagination is our lubrication, is our setting point. I was today watching a first part of a movie with Morgan Freeman, and he was explaining. A little girl asked him, "Teach me about imagination." And Morgan Freeman, who was a writer in that movie, he said that the girl should look at the landscape or at a street in their village and tell him what she doesn't see. So the dialogue was like this: tell me about imagination, teach me about imagination and how I can use it, right? And Morgan Freeman says, tell me what you don't see. So tonight, we're going to focus more on what you don't see. We're not going to focus on the current planetary reality, the doom and gloom. It's not that we're avoiding it. It's just that we're stepping into the next zone. And the key to create the next zone is to look at what you don't see and what it's not manifested yet, and to intuitively perceive what's not yet manifested, what's coming into being, and to start bringing it into being. So that's the key, and that's how we use not necessarily just imagination, but we use intuition. We use our heart's eye. We use our fourth eye tonight, right? We have been using maybe the two eyes that we have, and maybe we have been using the third eye from time to time. And tonight we're focusing on the fourth eye. And we look at what we can create, what we don't see but can perceive with our heart's eye. So this is what we're focusing now tonight, right? And we invite you all to focus on that. So if you were to create a new world, a new paradigm, what would you want to be manifesting tonight? What would you like to see coming into being? Tell me a word in your comments, a word or two, or a phrase in your comments. What would you want to see coming into being? What would be the thing that you would like to see happening? I'm waiting for your comments and still allowing people to join in. So what would be the word or the phrase that you want to bring in for tonight? A word or a phrase that you want to see manifesting this evening. When we say heaven on earth, that's how we've called the journey of tonight. When we say heaven on earth, we say a paradigm of peace and love and joy for the ones who are ready. So we're not saying paradigms of peace and love and joy for everyone, because that would push the reality of those who aren't ready, who don't want that, who don't necessarily feel that they should be in peace, love, and joy. But we do say that we are opening this channel of peace, love, and joy for the ones that are ready to it. So please, now, with all of us, let's focus on that frequency for a little while, on the frequency of peace, love, and joy, and see what it can bring in our hearts and how it feels in our hearts. How does it feel to be in that state of peace, love, and joy? How would it feel and how it would open your heart if you would be in that state permanently or in a consistent rhythm in your lives? How would it feel in your heart if that state of peace, love, and joy would be available to all of you at all times to access easily? Let's see. How does it feel if you focus in your heart and bring that state into your hearts now? Take a deep breath in, and while we're waiting for the other ones to come, there are still tuning in. Let's go into that frequency, because that's for me the frequency that I would love or feel or enjoy seeing here. Peace, love, and joy. What would be for you? So that's for me. What would be for you? What would you like to see, feel, or manifest? Somebody says peace. Somebody says love. Let's look at all the page. Oneness, oneness. Somebody says, I've seen the movie of Love and Morgan Freeman. Yeah, let's look at what you don't see and manifest that, right? What's not ready yet, what's brewing, what's coming in. Yes, it goes a little slow, but it can still be really beautiful. Peace, love, and joy. Planetary energy upgrade. Oneness. And what does oneness really mean, right? When we look at oneness and we think of oneness and we feel the oneness, how does it feel in our heart as well? So everything we state or say is really, really good if we also feel it. So when we talk about something, we're just bringing that. Somebody says, I like to see every trouble in my life resolved. How would it be if you would see the meaning and the value and the virtue of every trouble in your life? How would it feel if you knew the real meaning and the real virtue of every trouble in your life? How would that be? And of every trouble on this planet, let's upgrade it, let's expand it, right? So we can look at this planet as it would be in trouble, or we can look at this planet as if it would be in an upgrade, right? What if the planet now is in an upgrade? Okay, so we've taken the time to give space for everybody to express their intentions. And now their intentions are clear, hopefully, and well set. Gratitude to what we can't see at the scale in which it works. Somebody says, Christopher. Thank you, Christopher. I hope you've joined the festival. We're going to have a fabulous evening tonight. So we're continuing with Victor after me, and after Victor, we're continuing with most of the speakers. So yeah, that's not something you want to miss. That's great, to have gratitude, to have gratitude in our hearts to all that happens, and to try to amplify that, and to know that behind the scenes there's something brewing. It's not wishful thinking. It's not la la land. It's not positive thinking woo woo stuff. It's something real. It's something real that we're talking about now. So this is creating a new reality. Okay, I've tuned in to everyone. Everyone is here. Somebody says, okay, love and freedom, live as an example. We always live as an example. We are an example for somebody. We are an example of something, right? For everyone. We're an example of something. What are you an example of right now? For your loved ones, for your kids, for the ones around you. What's the example that you set now for the ones around you? What is the thing that you're setting into and emanating, right? That's important to know. Somebody says universal understanding for those who are ready. That's what I would love to also manifest. Good point, Janos. So, okay, we're all here. We're all ready for this upgrade. I'm going to tell you a little about myself, just for the ones who are new to this and have just joined. I'm seeing more and more of you joining on Facebook and the YouTube and everywhere else. I'm loving that you're here with us tonight, and I'm grateful because you're all light workers and you're all fabulous people. And this is not my conference, this is not just me speaking or emanating a certain frequency. This is for all, and we're all emanating here together tonight. So we're giving everybody space to express themselves in their energetic field. And we're going to build together a field where we can all beam our lights together tonight. For me, I've been on this journey for, since I was born, of course, but consciously I've started meditating when I was a teenager. And I've meditated until I was around 19 or so. And then become a vegetarian. And then I forgot because I started my university studies and I've started my job, and I was all the time running around looking for upgrades in my professional career. So I was thinking that this is something that I should focus on. When I got really, really imbalanced after almost 10 years of overworking and eating badly and so on, I had to come back to my spiritual journey and my meditation. That, in a nutshell, has been the imbalance that has woken me up. Plus, the feeling that I wasn't, sure of why I'm here. I wasn't satisfied, even though I had success in my career. I wasn't happy, even though I had a family and loved ones. I wasn't fulfilled, and I didn't feel my potential being even tapped into, not even tapped into, not to mention touched completely. So I started meditated again at 27, 28, and I discovered this pranic journey in that same time. And I was completely aware when I heard about pranic nourishment that this is something very possible and very true, not necessarily wanting to attain it or setting it as a goal or wanting it for myself, but just being aware that this is true and possible. Now I am, oh, Gaston is calling me. And, because later on we're having this this gathering with all the speakers. I'm really happy that I believed it. I'm really happy that I was open for it. I'm really happy that I started research about this path, because this brought me in contact with fabulous people. It brought me in contact with masters and seekers, the ones who you have seen today, and all the way through this festival. I brought the best that I found to our events after I've discovered them, after I've collaborated with them, after I lived with them and traveled with them, after noticing and being sure that this is true. I started to also tell people about this reality. I've started to hold conferences and write books and have meditations and gatherings with people. And it took me 10 more years since I was 27 to my age now, that is 37, almost 38. It took me 10 more years to integrate and to encompass fully this reality, and to start sharing it with others. During these 10 years, I practiced yoga, qigong, various forms of meditations. I went through most of the basic traditions of spirituality on the planet. I've learned about Chinese techniques of healing, about Tantra, about all this amazing unseen world, because I wanted to know and I wanted to expand, and I knew that all is possible. I was clearly believing in pranic nourishment, but I also believed in the unlimited possibilities of our human system. So I believe that it is possible for us to bilocate. I believe that it is possible for us to be fully telepathic. I believe that it is possible for us to dematerialize and rematerialize or multiply our body. I believe in all this stuff because I've seen it manifesting for us. And I know that this is true. And I had people in my life who have shown me this, and I've had experiences of my own who have shown me this. So I know now that this is just a little part of our capacities, right? And my experience of turning my body into complete light and seeing the light emerging from every cell, or my experience of having my body disappear, in front of other people, or my experience of having, part of me bilocating, helping others or listening to others in another room while I was speaking to some friends in a certain occasion. Those are experiences that had made this reality palpable to me. I have felt it. I haven't read it in a book. I haven't imagined it. I haven't only focused on what's not seen. I have seen it and felt it for myself. And because of that, I've started writing about it and sharing about it. So if you have questions on this, this is the level that I'm suggesting and bringing to you tonight, because this is something that we should be aware of when we look at our health, when we look at our immunity, when we look at our possibilities of healing. We should be aware that we are infinite, multidimensional beings, and that everything is possible in this flesh and blood form, as not just something, for the sages in caves, for the sadhus in some very far land. It's for, normal human beings like you and me, who have been corporate corporate managers for quite a big amount of years, and looking for careers and looking for family attainments and looking for all this natural mundane stuff. It is possible for all of us. So when I'm telling you about these experiences, I'm not telling you to bribe about it, or make a fuss about it, and you've heard Olga and others sharing about these things. So this is not something uncommon or special just for me. I'm telling about it because you should know that there are people in front of you in your vicinity right now, right here in Europe, right, that are, sometimes experiencing these types of things. So this is why I'm talking about it here now. And in our processes, whenever we're having process with people, whenever we're having trainings one-on-one or in groups, or whenever we're having private sessions, people have experienced these kinds of things, and they have written to me that they felt supported, that they've seen my presence, that they perceived my image in certain instances, and they've had direct experience of us being multidimensional beings. So that's why now I'm talking about it. For years, I've avoided to refer to this because I was fearing that people might judge my saying as being elitistic or as being far-fetched. Now I'm just inviting everyone to consider immortality, to consider bilocation, to consider the limitless capacities of our human aspect, and not to wait or hope until we're going to be out of our bodies to have these experiences, because then it will be too late. Then it will be you having missed your true potential here on Gaia. And as Gaia is evolving now for all of us, it's for all of us, it's opening the possibility to attain full rainbow body, full body of light, full capacity in our physical form here on earth. That's why you have seen me the other day asking that question to Olga, if it, when she was telling about her experience of dissolving into light. I was asking if for her, she hoped it's possible to get back into physical form. I was asking about it because some of these experiences I've had myself, and you've seen me here now, here in a very down to earth, dense, so to speak, physical form. So it's not something we should fear. You don't have to fear that you will dissolve. You don't have to fear that you will disappear. You don't have to fear that you won't be able to come back to your day-to-day tasks. That's not true. Here, now on Earth, on Gaia, we are fully supported to reach our full potential, attain our body of light, be in our body of light, imbue our physicality with the energy of the body of light and still have a human appearance, human day-to-day activities, make babies, make love, make daily tasks boring, emailing campaign list like I did today, and all that stuff. And I remind you of this Lao Tse saying when he was asked about enlightenment, and people were asking about, him, how did you feel after enlightenment, and what's the difference? And he shared something really beautiful. He shared, look, before enlightenment, I was carrying water, chopping wood. After enlightenment, I was carrying water, chopping wood. So that's about enlightenment and the body of light and reaching your full potential. It's always, always, always possible for you to be in that state and still be human. You won't miss your humanness, yet you're going to live it at a more refined state. This is the first message I feel to convey to you because it relates very much to the planetary energy upgrade that we're talking about. Gaia has shifted her frequency. It has evolved into the fifth dimension, the way we call it. Or, not to contradict the physics and the people who don't agree in science with the term of dimensions, Gaia has evolved into a higher frequency. And now we're being scientific as well. And because she has evolved into a higher frequency, she has helped us and is helping us evolve as well. We can only stay on Gaia actually if we choose to evolve. There's no longer optional for us to stay numb or to stay in our contracted, boring 3D frequency. There's no longer an option now to have that type of vibration. Everybody is meant to be evolving. And of course, in the audience, I'm going to hear telepathically the ones protesting, look at the planet now. Do you think that everybody was getting, the viruses and the vaccines and all these crazy fear games is evolved? And I say, no, not yet. But that's why we have this current planetary situation. It's part of our evolutionary leap. It's part of what's helping us move into the next stage. Everybody now is looking in some way or another to other solutions. To some degree, even the ones who have never thought of spirituality and energy are starting to look into it. To some degree, everybody to some level are starting to open up to the unseen. Why? Because the seen reality, the visible one, is no longer appealing. People dying, people getting sick, people disappearing from your life, all of a sudden, people, being constricted, confined, that's no longer a likable reality. So people don't give a like anymore to the reality as it is now, and they're searching for solutions. And that's why now all over the planet there's so many planetary gatherings, global meditations like the ones we're going to have today, group gatherings of all sorts aiming to meditate or coach together or stay together or bond together in some way. Why? Because people are now looking for solutions and are no longer satisfied, fulfilled, happy, if you will, with the energy that they lived in before. And they're not willing to die. I mean, they don't like to die or be sick, so they need to look for solutions. Everybody, to some degree, they're looking at health in a different way, and they're starting to look for methods to be healthier. If they're not changing their diet right away, even though so many people are now moving into vegetarianism and veganism because they have to, but if they're not moving into that, at least they're looking at natural remedies and superfoods instead of, the allopathic medicine. So many people are now looking at remedies for depression that are based on, essential oils or plants, teas, and so on. Like lavender tea, that's what I'm referring to. I'm not referring to the hallucinogenic plants. That's not my realm of expertise. So people are looking into remedies that are natural now. They're starting to look for solutions to be healthier. And even though they haven't changed their diet completely yet, they're looking at natural paths to health. They're starting to exercise more. They're starting to do things that they didn't do before because they're working from at home. They have more time in their hands in some way. They're starting to reorganize their lives. This is a positive upgrade for the planet, and we're in it, head to toes. We're fully in. How to navigate it easier, that's the big question, and we have solutions for all stages. We can move into a higher frequency, first of all, by changing our fuel. Every car works better if you fuel it with better gas or better fuel. Every device works better if you fuel it with more efficient energy. Our bodies are biocomputers. If you want them to work better, you need to put better energy into them as fuel. That's the first step to shift your vibration and align to the planetary energy upgrade. And that's the first step we're doing with our trainings and processes. We're helping people detox their bodies, upgrade their physical frequency, their root, base, uh, down to earth, flesh and bones frequencies into a higher level, right? And we've been training this since 2013. We have a process that's called the Pranic process online. You find it on our website, where we take people through this step-by-step 8 days journey, where we upgrade their frequencies with meditations, with tips and tools and practices to have at home for a higher frequency, for a better inner state. We're helping them with detox a lot. We're recommending all types of plants and teas and fruits and mixtures of juices for them to be able to detox their bodies. We're recommending colonics. We're recommending all the tools that I practiced, because I'm talking about what I felt and experienced. And we're doing this process, we have been doing this process almost each month. Off that we're doing this year. So this training has been helping hundreds, if not thousands of people to change their lives, to change their frequencies, to upgrade their bodies, and to detox also at the emotional and mental, because we also talk about that. We don't just leave it at the flesh and bone and gut system. We move into the emotional detox. We move into mind detox, changing the programs of your mind so that you can operate on more positive and uplifting thoughts. We discuss all that as being part of our spiritual journey, right? And that's what we offer very often. So the first step would be, like I said, starting from the base, starting from nourishment, nutrition, fuel. Whatever you put in your body is your fuel, is fueling up your system, and it's helping you either stay on track and upgrade, or downgrade and stay numb and bored and blocked in certain ways. So if you want to resolve your blockages in your life, for those one who said that, start unblocking your body. Your physical system is your key to manifestation, is your doorway through manifestation. You manifest through the physical, through this flesh and bones device, right? That's how you bring the energy from up there, from the higher realms, and you set it into physicality. You bring it in on earth, and you bring it into your life. So when you want to manifest better realities, start deblocking your body and your digestive system and your your apparatus of manifestation, right? Your device. That's the first step. Then when you've done that and there's still stuff that seems to be blocked, work with your emotions. Your emotions are crucial. The emotional field is immense, and it's so important. All the scientists are now talking about it. Greg Braden, Bruce Lipton, Joe Dispenza, all of them are talking about the power of emotions, the epigenetics, the biology of belief, the power of mind over matter. But when you want to manifest, you have to feel, sense, and embody the emotion of that which you want to manifest. So if you want to manifest a happier life, you have to get happy inside of you, right? If you want to manifest a better couple relationship, like somebody said here in the comments about sacred couple, I love divine love couple. If you want to manifest that, start having divine love in yourself and for yourself, and reunite the divine masculine and feminine within yourself. And we work with this a lot. We have a class that's called Prana, Intimacy, and Kundalini. It's made for intimate sharing and couple upgrade and relationships upgrade, and it's available in video. And we teach people, we'll help people to upgrade their frequency on that level of couple and relationships and divine love, right? Because divine love starts here with you in your center, and it's the love between your masculine and feminine, and it's the love between you and you, basically. And that's how you manifest divine love outside of you. So it's all inside, and all masters have said it. Yeah, so those are the steps and the keys, to go on a higher frequency and to align with the planetary energy upgrade that's happening now, right? So remember, the planet Gaia, as a spirit and as consciousness and even as physical structure, she has already upgraded. She is already in a higher frequency. Her Schumann resonance, the resonance in the center of Gaia, her heartbeat, if you want, or the frequency of the center of Gaia, has shifted a lot from 7 to 8 hertz that it was before. It has grown to 40, and sometimes it has reached even 70 hertz, which is 10 times more than before, which is a leap in frequency that is immense, for a planet. We used to have the same frequency in your heart, 7 to 8 hertz, and we were aligned to the center of the planet frequency. Now, each one has to upgrade his own heart, his own frequency to a higher level, to a higher frequency, to be aligned with the frequency in the center of the earth. Otherwise, there's a discrepancy between what Gaia emanates and what you emanate, and you're going to feel bad on earth, or you're going to get sick, or all these things that are happening to people now. So everything has a scientific explanation. There's not just, some virus streaming from some country, or some body misalignment of some sort, in your body. It's a planetary frequency that you have to frequency match within yourself to be able to stay here healthy and happy, right? And we're giving simple steps. We're not making it complicated for people to align to that. We're making it really, really simple. So diet, first step, change everything, drop everything that's not upgrading your frequency, all the cravings and the stuff that are tricking you into lowering your vibes, right? Start to work on that. Connect with your emotions and see why you have the cravings, and work with that as well to be able to disengage from these habits. If you have habits that are lowering your frequency in your diet, start looking at your thoughts. Third step, look at your thoughts, do some mind mastery, do some deprogramming, do some observing of your mind during the day, and be aware of what you're telling to yourself and what is playing behind the scenes or into the unconscious movements of your mind. And if you can't be aware of it at all times, of course, you can get help. So in our one-to-one sessions, we're working a lot with deprogramming the mind, because this is the center of creating your reality. Um, so start observing your mind. This would be the third step. Start connecting deliberately, willingly, to something bigger than yourself. It might be the universal energy, God, quantum field, your guides, your beings of light, your divine self, whatever you feel to call it. But start connecting with yourself and be aligned in that frequency. And that's called, being connected to the universe, so that you feel supported, so that you feel that you are not alone, that you're not doing it all from your own mind, from your limited perception. So it gives you a sense of limitlessness or expansion. That would be the fourth thing. Start treating your body like a temple. Be careful, not only what you put inside, but also what you put outside, how you dress it, where you take it, in what environment you keep it, right? If you go in places that have a lot of smoke, a lot of pollution, a lot of bad vibes of all sorts, your body is going to shrink in itself. It's going to limit its frequencies, right? If you wear things that are constricting, that are not allowing your energy to circulate, if you wear fabrics that are not energy conducting, your body is going to also, not be at its higher frequency. If you use body products that you wouldn't want to swallow, stop using them, because whatever goes onto your skin, it goes directly in your blood unfiltered. Now you can move into a higher vibration by also shifting your body products to higher quality natural stuff. I only put on my body coconut oil, argan oil, natural oils. I sometimes buy them from the food department to make sure that they're good to put on my body, right? Like I bought argan oil from a supermarket, from the food part of it, where there was the olive oil and all the stuff. And this is what I'm massaging my body with. And so you have to understand that everything you put on your skin should be something that you would be able to drink or swallow. That's one of the things that might be lowering your frequency now. Your body products and your cosmetics, it's very important. Your body is the temple of the divine. Remember to keep it high frequency. Another thing is your job, or whatever you're doing in your life, or your daily activities. Let's keep it like that, not only job, your daily activities. Do more selfless service. Do the things that make your heart sing. Do the things that you would do even if you wouldn't be paid for it. Like, this is what I'm doing now. It's all free all over the place. Everybody's watching it without spending a dime. Why? Because I'm loving it, because it makes my heart sing, because it makes me happy to be here with you and emanate my love to you. And this is selfless service. And find what you want to embody, what you want to manifest. Find what makes your heart sing and go more doing that, right? And that's what's upgrading your frequency. Imagine when you're at home singing in the shower, or doing the stuff you love, whatever it is, playing a game, or knitting, it's another activity, or painting. I'm painting jewels like the ones you're seeing on me now. This is something that I would do, and I'm actually doing, without any expectations, without any payments, without any thing that I don't expect anything from exterior, because it brings me joy in my heart already, right? So find that thing that works for you and do it more often, and that's upgrading your frequency, and it's aligning to the planetary energy upgrade. Try to spend more time out in nature. The highest frequencies now are in the highest energetic places. So nature in itself is high energy. A park is higher energy than an office. Why? Because it's concrete versus natural trees that are grounded into the earth. It's logical. So you can be at least half an hour to an hour in nature per day. It will upgrade your frequency. If you can take a full day in nature or a full weekend, that's even better. It aligns your frequencies, it clears your energy field, it opens you up to new ideas and new possibilities. So whenever I want to be upgraded or to be realigned, reconnected, I go up on the mountain or I go out in nature wherever I am. And I'm living in a natural place now. And so that helps me stay on track. We organize a retreat on 25th or 26th of this March, where we go together in nature. We go to sacred sites, to high energy places, to energy vortexes that I'm working with. And it's called the Detox and Prana Retreat. You find it on my website, soulhealingacademy.com/events. So it's live in person here in Romania. You can actually join us and be with us if you're ready. And it brings you into a higher state of consciousness, but also a higher vibration for your body and energy fields, because it takes you to super powerful places. And we do meditations that teach you how to connect with these places, the beings of light, the gatekeepers of those zones. And we keep it very light in our diet. So we're only going to have juices or small amounts of vegan food. That's what we do in the Detox and Prana retreat for 3 days, not more, but it's enough for an upgrade and a reset. Yeah, so be more time in nature, be more time in silence. Silence is such big value for your vocal cords, for your throat chakra, for your whole energy body, and for your mind. When you don't ping pong in your mind, discussing with other people, don't exchange ideas and words all the time, your mind has a time to reset, reconnect, and get new frequencies downloaded. So make sure you take time in silence as often as you can. When you have a moment, don't keep ringing all your friends, right? Take some time and look inside yourself. That would be the first step to more silence. Observe yourself during the day, how often you check your social media, how often you comment on things that are unnecessary, how often you scroll instead of scrolling within. So to silence as a way of upgrading the frequency is start scrolling within through your own thoughts, through your own emotions, through your own inner imagery, which is much better and vaster than any Facebook or Instagram account, and start seeing what's there. Are you up to this? Another thing, last but not least, check out your music and sounds and wording. That's so important for your personal energy upgrade. When you look at what you listen all day, you might want to do some triage over there too. If you have music that is depressing, that is sad, that is the blues, it brings you the blues, maybe filter it out and bring some high frequency music. Bring the music that is on a higher pitch, on a more harmonious pitch, because the pitch of the music has changed, and I'm going to explain it in our workshop during the pranic process. Bring music that is uplifting, bring music that spreads ideas in words that are positive and happy, right? When you listen to heavy music, to sad music, to music that refers to deceit of all sorts, you're gonna start experiencing more of that, because you create your reality, and music is impacting the water in your body and your molecules and your atoms. So the sound is crucial for frequency upgrade. The words that you say all day long and the words that you listen to all day long are crucial as well. So maybe cut down on the news channels and upgrade your channels to some, uplifting source of information, like this festival right now, or other gatherings of such. These are simple 8 steps. I hope I've shared them all. 8 to upgrade your personal frequency to align to the planetary energy upgrade. I've been sharing them since 7 or 8 years ago in this beautiful format of the pranic process. We're doing much more than this. We're doing fantastic meditations together that are aligning you. But just for the beginning, because everybody is asking how to upgrade their frequency, we give these 7 or 8 tools that you can include easily in your day-to-day life, that you can fine-tune your whole system. Very, very simple. Yeah, and stop using these plant-based things that are making you jump off your body, right? You don't need that to jump off your body. That's for someone in the audience. Whoever gets good goosebumps, that's for you. You don't hide, you don't uplift your frequency with that. You just don't. However, drains your adrenals, it drains your life force. If you don't trust me, just look at Mantak Chia's videos about it, where he explains about it. And if you don't have enough life force and enough vital energy to do a nice meditation by yourself without any external help, then this is problematic for your frequency as well. Maybe look at how your rhythms are with that, right? We had to say it. So, any questions so far? We've shared a few methods to upgrade. We've shared a few tools. We've shared our practice. You know, in our classes, we also share deep meditations or exercises or deprogramming tools. But for now, you know, in a nutshell, this is what we can bring. And before we start the meditation, in the next 5 minutes, I'm up open and ready for some questions from you. Do you have any? So use the comments to send the questions right away if you've prepared them, if you have any. And because after the meditation, we move straight into Victor Tuviano's conference, and we have to, you know, also take care of that. So any questions so far? Anyone wanting to add or ask anything before we shift to a more meditative state? I'm seeing some beautiful people having joined here, Dave and Christopher and Cosmin and Yoga Adman and Florina. Hi, everybody. Let's see who else is here. Yeah, so tell me a word that you've summed up after all this talking that I did for half an hour. What would be? What would be a word that defines your state now, or is it something you would like to add or ask? Yeah, so tell me a word that you... I'm having an echo from another channel that I'm streaming on. That's why you hear me speaking on 2 channels at once. Let's see. So anyone, any comments, any questions, anything you want to bring? Also, I want to refer a little bit. I'm sensing someone is going in that direction. I want to refer a little bit on this beings of light that you've approached, right? Once the planetary upgrades, we upgrade our access to who we collaborate with. And now, as a result of this upgrade, more things are getting obvious. Like, for example, the existence of other planets that are being populated, or other galactic systems that are being populated. We're seeing more and more ships. We're seeing more and more contacts being made. We're seeing the head of the Israeli department talking about it openly after he's completed his activity and went into pension. So he's saying clearly that we've only not been informed officially about the existence of other life forms in the universe because we weren't ready to handle it. We weren't ready to handle it consciousness-wise, and we would be aggressive. So some official of some very important institution has stated this. It's not some spiritual person in some corner of the world. It's some high-ranked official that has shared. So it's important to know that we can get in touch with beings of light, with beings of higher consciousness, with beings of more awareness than we have now. Hi to Norway as well. Thank you for your feedback. And it's important to know that once we upgrade our frequency and once the planet upgrades its frequency, we have access to more of that as well. We have access to more contact. And many people in our retreats have been directly contacted by their family of light or by their extraterrestrial friends. And this is true truth. And they have been able to have clear guidance or clear, discussions like we have now, just because they've upgraded their frequency enough to be able to touch on their frequency and be in contact of such. And you don't have to be afraid of this. Many people have been taught or trained to be afraid of the beings of light or of extraterrestrial beings. But if you have a high frequency, you can only tune into high frequency beings. So you don't have to be afraid that you're going to encounter some kinds of monsters or so, like you've seen in the movies. Now we have to stay open to contact. We have to stay open to getting new insights or new ways of building a civilization, because beings from higher civilizations are ready to teach us how, or to share their experience with us. And I personally have been in contact with such inner earth beings or extra intergalactic beings, so to speak. And I'm learning more and more about what's possible for humanity. Another thing that I feel to add on this topic is about the people who are channeling such beings. It's important to always connect to source, though. I am in contact with various dimensions or reality levels of reality, or if you will, intergalactic systems, but I'm also staying firmly anchored into the highest source energy, because it's like having a group of friends, right? With channeling, it's like having a group of friends. And when you have an issue in your relationship or an issue in your life, you go to your friends and you ask for opinions, right? And one friend is going to share his perspective based on his life experience. Another friend is going to share another, maybe different perspective based on his life experience. Some friends might be smarter than you are, and they might give you a higher point of view or a more aligned point of view. But you always have to check with your heart at the end of the day. And after you've contacted all your friends and heard all their opinions, always your heart and your source knows the answer. And the answer might be always different, might be sometimes different than the answers that your friends have given you. And that's the same with the beings of light, or the beings from the higher realms, or intergalactic beings. They all have opinions based on their own life experiences in different galaxies, in different star systems. Some have been on Earth and descended to higher vibrations, but always, always, always check with source and with your divine self. And that takes training. And that takes practice, and that takes filtering who you're connecting to and who you're asking opinions from. That's something I've been trained in, and that's something I'm helping people how to do, because source is the ultimate master for you. That's something I felt to share, probably for someone who's listening, who's doing channeling or is interested in channeling. And yeah, please type yes in the comments if you resonate, if you have felt some goosebumps or some type of resonance with what I just shared. I would love to know that we're on the right track. Even though I know we're always in the right track, I want to see who we're aiming at. Another thing, someone is asking, how can we accelerate the process? Maybe with more dry detox? I love hearing people asking about dry fast, because I kept saying and saying and saying all the way through the festival and all the way through the conferences that I did and Pranic process. I kept saying I don't recommend dry fast, especially not at the beginning of your journey. If you still have lots of toxins in your body, you won't accelerate, but you could decelerate your evolution and your health. You could really, really damage your health with dry fast. I had one of the speakers the other day sharing that after a 21-day process, someone has prolonged their dry fast and really had trouble with some kidney stones. So don't do dry when you haven't checked your kidneys and know that they're healthy. Don't do dry if you're already low in your vital signs, in your vitality, not vital signs. Don't do dry if you're not sure about your general health. That's for professionals in the fasting department, right? And when you're a professional in the fasting department, you're no longer doing fasting. You're already in the pranic state. And when you're dry, you're not fasting, you're nourished by prana. You're hydrated by prana. So I don't agree with doing dry fast and recommending dry fast with people that are unexperienced. I just don't. I do, however, recommend doing more detox with teas like green tea, or there's a herb in Romania called pelin. I don't know the name in English now, but I'm going to write it for you. Or the teas that are stimulating the kidneys to clean and the liver to clean and all that stuff, the colon and so on. That's how you detox healthy. The easiest method of detox is to drink sauerkraut juice and various juices that are detoxing digestive system, like celery, apple juice, and so on. That's what you want to do instead of dry. Go on juices that are cleansing the system. Go and do enemas or colonics, even better. Go and drink some sauerkraut juice, a cup per day. It will clear all your digestive system and enhance your vitamin B and other vitamin and probiotics. So keep it simple. Don't jump into the hard stuff and damage your body. I don't recommend people to damage their bodies in any way. I also recommend to not stop eating. People, we're talking about breatharianism here. We're talking about, pranic journey, but don't stop eating. I know this is a paradox and I know this is annoying. What is this girl saying? But really, don't stop eating until you detoxed, until you've worked with your emotions and cleared your mind. You might die, if you stop eating and don't monitor your body and don't stay tuned to yourself. You might die. People have died. This is dangerous. So this is a warning. Don't say that you've heard from me or from others about breatharianism and then you stopped eating because you thought it's true. It's only true for a person who is experienced and detoxed and harmonized and in alignment with their divine self and their source energy. It's only then that it's true that the breatharianism is possible or pranic nourishment is possible. Otherwise, what's possible is for you to be really, really in trouble. So the things that I've shared earlier, the 8 steps, are the things that are accelerating the process. And think about the word accelerating. Still, who wants to accelerate anything? Why would you want to accelerate? You have your natural rhythm, you have your flow, you have your divine guidance, and everything goes according to a divine plan, if you will, to a divine rhythm, to a universal rhythm that is perfectly harmonious. Wanting to accelerate anything is not coming from your heart, is not coming from your divine self, is not coming from a state of alignment, maybe. So look at something, and the important thing to look at is who wants to accelerate anything. That's something to look at. And that's something to look at when you go on a pranic or breatharian journey. Who wants to be without food? Who wants to be the special person who doesn't need to eat anymore? Who wants to be the special spiritual, achiever? Look at that before anything else. And from that, choose your path and choose your actions and choose your practices. And if you want to dive deeper into practice in a organic, aligned, beautiful, and I might say also safer way, but it's not safe, the word is organic. If you want that, maybe be with us in 18th of March for 8 days during this process, because that's what, you know, really offers a method that's organic and natural and beautiful and allows powerful shifts, but without powerful damages. I've done all paths. I've done the damaging path. I've done the pushy path. I've done the egoic path. I've been one of the most, you know, impatient person on my spiritual journey. I've done the exaggerations of all sorts with my physical body, trying to push its levels to the maximum. And now from that state of experience, I can tell you the organic way is the best way. And this is what we're offering with the Pranic process online. So I've placed the links in the comments for that process. Also on Instagram in our bio, if you go to that events page, you scroll down and find it, Pranic process online. Now we have 10 more minutes. Let's dive deeper into a meditation. Who's ready for that? Type yes in the comments. I'm feeling so much joy to be with you guys. You can see me grinning my ears off. This is me when I'm with this state. Shivambu, I don't know who is or what it is. And natural parasite detox, we're going to give more insight on that during the Pranic process online. Now I have to move into meditation. And really, really important for us to be peaceful for about 10 minutes more that you have. Go in a nature shop, try parasite cleanse, and you'll find it, dear one. Because it's for everyone a special individual journey. Okay, start following your breath. Start going deeper into the state of alignment together. Start hearing this beautiful music in the background. And start imagining, sensing, or feeling that you're in a column of light from the center of the universe to the center of the earth. This column of light is surrounding you fully, head to toes, above and beyond, left to right. See, sense, or feel how this column is nourishing you with every breath and uplifting your frequency. Because for each one of you, this column of light is in the best, most beneficial energy for each one of you. So when you inhale the best, most beneficial energy for you from this column of light. And every time you exhale out all the worries, tensions, concerns, everything that doesn't serve you, everything that's not beneficial for you, everything that's not for your highest good. So this column of light is also pre-programmed to dissolve, transmute, transform all the emotions, thought forms, and energies that are not beneficial for you now. So that every time you inhale the best energy for you. With every inhale, you bring more light into your body and you inhale through each pore of your skin so that your whole body is now a breathing organism. With every exhale, you exhale out all that doesn't serve you in this meditation so that you are completely aligned to the best, most beneficial energy for us now. We center in our hearts now. For the moment, being fully centered in your heart. Feel or sense the energy of your heart. Feel and sense how your heart is like a ball of light in the center of your chest. Feel and sense that you are connected to the center of the universe, to the heart of the central sun with a connection cable. So you have a connection cable that comes all the way down from the heart of the central sun to the top of your head. It goes through the top of your head into your pituitary and pineal gland in the center of your head, aligning the brain hemispheres with this energy of the central energy of the heart of the central sun. Coming down then into your throat, aligning your throat area to the energy of the will of the divine, the universal harmony. Then it goes down into your heart and opens even more this ball of light that is the center of your heart chakra. With every inhale, you center more and more into the heart chakra, the center of your chest. And you draw, like through a straw, the energy that comes down from the center of the universe through this connection cable. Bring in more with every breath, with every inhale. You inhale more of it into your center of your heart, into your heart chakra. With every exhale, you exhale this energy into your cells, into your organs, into all your physical systems. Into the auric field and out into the universe. Another deep breath in. See your heart chakra expanding. Feel this expansion with every inhale as you bring more energy into your heart. And with every exhale, feel that this energy is going now into your cells, into your organs, into your auric field, and out into the universe. So the whole universe is nourished with the energy of the central sun, going through your heart sun, going out into the auric field and the universe. So drawing this energy more and more into your heart. Bring it also into your lower chakras. Start embodying this love, this universal love, this universal upgrade, this universal alignment into your lower chakras, into your abdomen, into your sacral area, into your base area, perineum area. Bring it down now with your breath towards your feet, from your heart down towards your feet. Send it to the soles of the feet. Start sending it to your roots. Check your roots, see if they're healthy. Connect to the center of the earth with your roots and send it to the heart of Gaia. So that now 3 suns align. The sun in the center of the universe, the sun in the center of your heart, the sun in the heart of Gaia, they all 3 align. And the heart of Gaia opens up even more, upgrading even more with all your love sent to her, with all the light that you're bringing in. And as it opens up more, the heart of Gaia starts sending love to you. And it sends this love back into your roots, back towards the soles of your feet. This love of Gaia, this feminine, beautiful energy, now on Mother's Day, this happy mama love, sent up to your roots, to the soles of the feet, sent up to the feet, the ankles, calves, knees, thighs, flowing gently like a golden light into your hips, flowing gently towards the base of the spine, flowing up towards through the spine towards the heart chakra, flowing up to the base of the skull and all the way up to the top of your head. You're fully filled with this energy here now. Feel it filling your whole body. And as your body is full, it springs out all the way around you, surrounding you fully. And it creates this sphere of love around you. And as the sphere of love, with the energy of the center of Gaia, is surrounding your whole biofield, creates this shield of love that filters out all the radiations, the negativity, the Wi-Fi, everything that doesn't serve you, everything that's not beneficial for you, everything that's not for your highest good is just filtered out from this sphere of love, this bioshield. And know now that you are protected, that you are loved, and that you are embraced forever in this field. And every time you breathe, you reinforce it if you think of it. And just remember to do so with every breath. So now you start coming back into your body, fully aware. So you're fully aware of the soles of the feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs. You're fully present in your hips, fully present in your abdomen, lower back, upper back. You're fully present in your chest, arms. You come back with your body of light into your physical body, fully present in your neck, shoulder blades, face, jaws. You feel your presence in your eyes, forehead, top of your head. You're feeling your presence all the way to the tip of your hairs, fully present back into your body. And you're back with us now. Let me know how this upgrade has been for you. I hope it has been great. We're heading towards the conference of Victor Truviano, so now I'm gonna just leave you at that. Hopefully I'll see you in our pranic process on March 8th. March 18, 10 days from now. Just make sure to put your place at this link that we place in the comments so that you are with us. Or online each evening for 8 days, or maybe even to the Detox and Prana retreat at the end of March, March 25th, 26th in Romania. I'm hoping to see you there. All details about these events and the next two Pranic festivals, the one that we have in May and the one that we have in August, one in India and one in Romania. All details about these events that we organize and whatever else event that we might organize in the next days, next weeks, next months. You find it on our events page, soulhealingacademy.com/events. That's where you can tune in to us. Somebody says love and deepest gratitude as always. Thank you for that. Share in a word in the comments how you feel now after this upgrade that has upgraded you and the planet. And you have been the best transceivers of energy from the heart of the central sun to your heart to the heart of the planet. Whenever you want an upgrade for yourself, just do this. Just breathe in the love of the center of the universe into your heart and then into the center of your planet, and see how your energy upgrades instantly, because it's so easy now. So thanks everyone for being here. There's also books on my website. The 5 books that I've written can help you. So you find them on our website at the books and video session. And I highly recommend the Pranic book, which is this one. This is where you find most scientific and holistic facts about breatharianism, detox, pranic nourishment, the people that have done it, and all this stuff. So for the last minute, I leave you with the song that I'm really, really loving. The beautiful chorus singing Infinite Universe, because this is what we are. Stay tuned on our events page for the next conference with Victor Truviano at 9 and 6 minutes. It starts.